Hey everybody, it's Preston here, also known as Godzilla Hawk, and I'm your two-time KOT World Champion. Now, as I've said before, I don't have the championship with me. The dogs wrecked the logo, so I gotta make a new logo, or I might remake the new championship. So just stay tuned for that. So hopefully I'll have the championship out soon. I mean, it's right over there right now, but it's a little messed up. But let's not focus on the championship. This is my Who's Better video, and you guys voted for Vince McMahon versus Shane McMahon. Everyone, this one got the most votes. I believe it was 10 votes. I think 10 or 11 votes on this one. So a lot of people wanted to see this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right. So here, actually, you know what? I'm not going to stand all day, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this camera lower. No lower, like that. Okay, there we go. So it's going to be a little awkward angle, but yeah. But let's just go ahead and get started. First of all, let's go to the first category, and that's charisma / mic skills. Like, who had better mic skills? Shane McMahon wasn't bad on the mic, but he wasn't really anything special. He was definitely way better than Brock Lesnar by far. But because of my skills, his mic skills were not bad, but they weren't like fantastic or A+. But when you look at Vince McMahon's mic skills, he made rivalries. He used his mic skills to make the fans hate the guy, make him want to beat the living shit out of him. I can go on and on, but it's no doubt Vince McMahon has the better mic skills. Next, better theme music. You have the Shane McMahon, here comes the money, here comes the money. Then you have Vince McMahon with the no chance in hell, no chance. Personally, like, I think I'm not the biggest fan of either song or theme song, but I mean, that's just my opinion. So I just put it as a draw. Like, neither one's better than the other. They're just both there for me. They're catchy, they're very interesting, so that's why I just put them as a draw. So that's 2 Vince and 1 Shane. Next, better entrance. Now this one's definitely an opinion for me. Of course, both these guys don't have fireworks. But let's start with Vince. Vince, he does the classic power walk. He just moves his arms like this. He's giving that big old schmuck smile, like that evil smile. And he's just very cocky. And he's that guy that you hate. But then we go to Shane McMahon. He does the whole, this thing. He starts dancing, hopping all around. It's just very kind of catchy. I've tried it a few times, so that's why I picked Shane McMahon, just because it's just funny, especially when Shawn Michaels parodied the entrance of Shane when DX was making fun of the McMahons, and they dressed up like the McMahons. By far, that's probably the funniest segment by DX. I always laugh at that entire segment. That was hilarious. So I gave this one to Shane. So that's 2 and 2. Next, better rivalries / feuds. Who had the better rivalries and feuds? We'll start with Shane McMahon. He's had feuds with Vince McMahon, of course. He's had feuds with Kane. He's had feuds with Randy Orton. I think he's had some feuds with Stone Cold at times and Triple H. But probably the most memorable was probably with him and Kane. I remember. And their feud was very good. I enjoyed it. But then we go to McMahon. McMahon wins by far for one reason. Vince McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin. These guys have by far one of the greatest rivalries in history. But then again, you do have other rivalries too from Vince McMahon. You have him and Stephanie McMahon. You have him with Shane, like I said. You have him with Triple H. That was more memorable. Him with, Randy Orton or Legacy. You had Vince McMahon and Ric Flair. Like, Vince McMahon has more rivalries and more memorable feuds, I believe. So that's why I gave that to Vince. So let's see here. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 for Vince and 2 for Shane. Next, better heel. This one's a no-brainer. It's Vince McMahon. I'm not going to talk much about it. I mean, yeah, Shane was a good heel, but when it comes down to it, Vince McMahon is probably by far the greatest heel of all time because everybody hated this guy, especially his feuds with Stephanie, and he had the whole, you know, cheating on his wife thing, calling Linda a bitch, and Linda is, you know, paralyzed and she's not moving and she's in the wheelchair. He's cheating on her with Sable and he's beating the crap out of Zach Gowen and he's then cheating on Linda with Trish and this and that. I love that rivalry. Like, I love that Vince McMahon is such a great heel. If you legitimately hate this guy and if this guy pisses you off, you know you're doing something right. So I picked Vince. Next, better ring gear or attire. This one was kind of tough. Vince McMahon, his worst attire was the one with the shirt. When he first wore it, it was just a shirt, and you know it was just ugh. But then he came out with like this with the black pants and the singlet. I thought that it was cheesy, yes, but for some reason it's stupid, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Shane McMahon's kind of similar, except he wears the jersey stuff like John Cena used to wear, the jersey shirts and stuff. They had like WrestleMania, it had different stuff on it. So I'm gonna actually give this one to. Originally, I had this as a draw, but I decided to give it to Shane McMahon just because his attire, his shirts always change colors. They change the designs on it. He always changes pants. He changes. When it comes to Vince, though, he's always wearing a shirt or he's always wearing a singlet, and it's just bland. But when it comes to Shane, he actually changes it. Next, and the final one, better matches. Who had the better matches? This can go on who's also a better wrestler. Vince McMahon, he's had some good matches. He's had matches with Hulk Hogan. He's had matches with DX and Triple H, Shawn Michaels, pretty much. He's had matches with who else? Like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, he's got good matches and everything, but in terms of wrestler wise, all he just punched and punched. He didn't really do anything. But with Shane, on the other hand, he had matches with Kane, of course, Vince McMahon. He had matches with DX as well. And Shane, he had matches with Kurt Angle. And The Rock. And X-Pac. So in terms of better matches, like which matches were better? This one goes either way. I mean, because I would say Vince, just because his matches were more memorable. But when we look at it, Vince McMahon was not really a good wrestler. He just did punches and punches. But when you look at Shane, this guy was jumping off ropes. He was doing the coast to coast. He was athletic. He actually looked like he could be a wrestler. So that's why I put Shane McMahon down, just because he's more athletic and he actually wrestles like a wrestler. So now, that's my Who's Better video. So now, let's go ahead and quickly check on, the list. So we have Vince McMahon, that's 1. Then we have music, that's 2. So they each get a point. We have better entrance, I got Shane. Better feuds, Vince. Better heel, Vince. Better ring gear, Shane. And then better matches, Shane. So really, it's actually 4-4. This is actually a tie. Yeah, surprisingly, this is a tie. Like I said, originally I was going to go with Vince McMahon winning this just because of the ring gear. I was going to give them a draw, but I decided not to. I like Shane's attire more. So yeah, both McMahons are equal in my eyes. People will argue that Vince McMahon is the better McMahon when it comes to character, but when it comes to wrestler, it's definitely Shane McMahon. So I just gave them a tie. I was more of a Shane McMahon fan anyway, but I gave my honest thoughts, and I really thought hard about this, and it ended up being a tie. There's no one's better. In my eyes, they're both equally good McMahons. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, Who's Better video. This was a little tricky, but that's just the video you guys wanted me to do, so I figured I'd do it. So it was very interesting and fun to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 voting polls. The first voting poll will be on my new series that I will be doing with Brandon. Only Brandon and I will do this kind of stuff. Maybe we'll do Jose involved with this and other friends who are wrestling fans as well. We'll talk about it. But for now, it's just going to be Brandon and I. And we are going to be doing what's called Wrestling Talk. Or Wrestler Talk. And what Wrestler Talk is basically we talk about a wrestler that you guys vote. And whichever wrestler you vote, we just talk about, whether it's positives and negatives. I guess you could kind of say it's kind of like a character video, except we're not just focusing on bad characters. We're focusing on any wrestler we want, whether it's like Muhammad Hassan or Christian or Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, or Stone Cold. We just give our honest thoughts, and I'll give my thoughts on what, we give our thoughts on what we like and what we didn't like. And we just pretty much talk about wrestlers. I think that'll be interesting. Don't blame me for the idea. Congratulate Brandon, because he's the one that came up with the idea. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. And then we have the second voting poll, which is going to be for the next Who's Better video. I got the combatants, or the opponents. We'll put that the contenders. We'll put that the contenders. First one will be. Sorry for it. Let's see here. We have Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero. That would be very interesting. Yeah, I really would like to do that. King Kong versus Godzilla. That was the second one. Not this voting poll, but the other last one. That one got pretty high expectations for that one, so I decided to do that. So we have Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, King Kong versus Godzilla. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to put Power Rangers versus Ninja Turtles again, because that was one of the higher ones too. In the last voting poll, it was the second highest, so I decided to put that one back in there. And then finally, we have, like I said, I'm just kidding. I didn't write this stuff down. I'm kind of just trying to memorize it. So unless I could think of one, those are the mainly the 3 ones I would focus on. Like I said, unless I could think of something else, I want to try to make this a little even. Because I know a lot of people will probably pick Eddie Guerrero and Brock Lesnar just because they're more wrestling fans. So I want to try to do something. Okay, how about this? We'll do Gunner and James Storm. We'll do that. So we'll do something for TNA. So that will be the final one. Eddie Guerrero and Brock Lesnar, or we have Power Rangers versus Ninja Turtles, King Kong versus Godzilla, or James Storm and Gunner. So please vote. This will be very interesting. I'll give you guys about maybe a month or 2 to vote. So please vote on both videos as quickly as you can, because I would like to do these videos sometime very soon. And that way it gets my head in and makes me come up with more ideas for videos. If you guys have any comments for any future participants for any of these videos, whether it's wrestler talk or Who's Better, like put the contenders down and give me some ideas to do, because I would like to do these videos. That's what I honestly would like to do, just do these videos. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I have a core thing right here, see. So that's pretty much it. Like I said before, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm your KOTM World Champion, 2-time current and longest reigning World Champion. So take care, all my peeps, and I will talk to you guys later. And oh, one more thing before I go. Stay tuned, because I I'm going to try to see if I can do a TNA Sacrifice review this Sunday. Give my honest thoughts about that, and I will probably be most likely doing a Extreme Rules 2014 Sacrifice, TNA Sacrifice 2014, and yeah, Extreme Rules 2014 review. There will be no live reactions for either of those videos. I would probably say the next live reactions will either be Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. If you're expecting a TNA live reactions, probably the next TNA live reactions will probably be not until October, which will be Bound for Glory. I know it kind of sucks, but I can't always do live reactions every single time a pay-per-view's on, and I can't have my parents keep spending their money and buying pizza and stuff, and I can't afford this and that all the time. So we always have to take breaks, and plus Brandon works, so I can't always say, hey, every month get off work if you can. So, no, that's not fair to him. So yeah, so again, take care. Name some people down you want me to do in the future, and don't forget to vote, and hope you enjoyed this video.